Hello, people. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Achara Kirk.
Yo.
So, for a long time, someone has been asking for a cure for loneliness. And here we are. And we're not going to shoot it. Just kidding. Cure for loneliness. Stories from our future. Rudy Mancuso.
Okay.
Oh, that was Buster Keaton.
The music and sound design is really good. Are you lonely?
How is it not blinding him? The light is shooting out this way. What the hell?
Creepy!
It's like Blade Runner 2049, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have Ana de Armas, honestly.
Some random dude.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's really nice.
He's got really nice shoes for a dishwasher, huh?
I know, I'm digging the shoes.
It's like definitely a Black Mirror type of thing.
Yeah.
Nice work there with the body movement.
Yeah. Cute.
I wonder if he's a dancer.
Oh, cute. I was wondering if he'd get dressed up in different outfits. Oh, yeah. He's wearing clothes now. distracted now. You're gonna put yourself out of a job, dude. Oh.
Well, that worked out. Turns out she's a robot too. 100% human. It's gonna go wrong.
Yeah. Oh no. He's on the sidelines.
Well, he's doing his job.
Then he's gonna be lonely too. How could you forget your buddy?
What?
Oh, I was wondering if there was gonna be something like that. Like he's gonna find a girlfriend. Order me a girlfriend. I want one.
See, he did right. He got a hot robot. How did they not break that?
Oh no! Oh no. Oh, sad.
Oh, weird.
Uh-oh. Some sort of weird existential crisis here. It's like, is that what I'm made of? Oh.
Wow. Oh,
Whoa,
God.
interesting. Wait, so they were robots all along, or are we all robots? Is that what it is?
It's frightening. God damn it. I just did my head in. I saw something like that coming. I called it. I said, she's a robot. I didn't know he was a robot too, though. Okay, first off, stellar production.
Yeah, the production value in that was awesome.
Between, like you called it, you know, the way it's shot, the sound design, the musicality of the editing.
The acting.
To be able to I don't even know where you start with something like that. Do you start with the sound? Like, because everything was planned in such a way so that everything could sync up in this rhythmic fashion and all coalesces together in this beautiful, harmonious musical pattern throughout the entire video. Everything you see with the dishes and the shoe stepping and the clothes
really well done.
and the rack, everything has this musical element. The sound is great, and even the sound of the when it changes to like more human, when it goes up, you know, a denomination or whatever you call it. Even that little sound I thought was cool, and the effect on that, the visual effects in general were really nice in this. The only thing that I called out that I thought was a little bit odd was the beam of light coming at him as a projection. It's like, how? I'm just trying to understand how that works, because it would have to be a rear projection for you to see it. If it's projected at you, it's just gonna look like light coming at your face.
Right, but it looks cool.
I mean, no, it does look cool. It's just weird to me because I can't help it. Because with everything else happening in the video looking so true to life, that just kind of jumps out at me as like, well, that doesn't seem right. Because we're not that far removed from robots that we can order. In fact, you can do that already, I think, if you're well off enough. It's just not democratized yet and available to everyone. But like at a certain point, it's available to more people. The notion that this dude, oh God, that's so weird. Like he saw her die and that made him more human. I thought that was crazy. Like that in itself was powerful. I thought that in itself was so powerful because trauma and heartache makes us more human, right?
It's part of the human experience.
And so that element of the conversation is really, really cool. Then to take it even a step further and find out that they're both robots just freaks me out, because I'm like, this is exactly what I was talking about when, you know, I saw that video of the dancing robots.
Yeah, from Boston.
Boston Mechanics or whatever it's called, Boston Robotics. I freaked out when I saw that video because I said the end of the world, the end of the human race is automation. And that illustrates to you a way in which that is totally possible. It's just like all these robots are taking care of other robots because of some legacy version of what Earth was. After the humans have disappeared, robots are taking care of other robots to maintain a world for humans that are no longer there. Because when those robots start to break down, other robots come in to fix those robots to maintain the cycle of maintenance for a species that no longer exists.
And I think the question is like, what makes us human, you know, because they're all robots that start out as just a bunch of wires and casing and flesh-like covering, right? But then it's like it's the sum total of your experiences that make you human. And so as he goes along and gains more experience and tragedy befalls him and befalls all the characters, then that's when they actually kind of become more human and that cycle becomes complete. It's an interesting idea, right? And especially that moment when the boy robot was on the train tracks and just looking at his girlfriend or his friend who had just been annihilated by the train, and he's just kind of like, oh my God, am I just a bunch of wires? Like, it's that existential kind of crisis that he's having, which was really powerful, and it was so well acted as well. Like, I thought the guy who was playing the robot did a really great job of just nuancing those emotions, you know?
The movement was really
cool. And the
cool.
movement was really good. Like, I think you might be right that he's probably a dancer or something, because he had really good control
to have that
over
level,
his body.
To have that level of body control, I would imagine you must be a dancer to be able to hold still like that. I mean, there are people who can do that and aren't dancers. You see them in the streets of like just any major city. You see them like, you know, performing out there. Yeah. But still, like, to have body control like that is a talent.
Yeah, no, it's super talented. And then also to just be able to communicate the emotional nuances through his eyes and micro facial movements. I thought he did a really great job there.
Well, the emotion comes from three sources, right? It's the context, his ability to do something very subtle with his eyes, and the director knowing where to put the camera.
Yeah.
Context meaning like we are projecting our feelings onto that robot. You know, almost like the Ryan Gosling effect. So it's,
totally.
You know, it's really, really neat. This has a lot going for it in terms of, but this guy this YouTuber he's been around for a while. I mean, he's very, very, I don't remember his name. I guess Rudy. Mancuso. I don't watch his stuff too often. I just know he's huge and he's been making videos for a long time.
You know what I also really liked is just that call out to the silent films era, because this entire short had no dialogue, and yet it was super engaging and very moving, just like the old Buster Keaton film that he was watching. So I thought that was like a really nice little homage to the genre, but just updating it.
It's just so strange to me how we're gonna have all these protective measures in place to propagate the ghost of a species. You know what I mean? It's like, even if there's an
Right,
asteroid...
because we're going to be extinct and then the robots are going to live on.
Yeah, because like, even if Earth were to expire, let's say, the robots are gonna have some sort of efficient method so that they can keep the robot species going to infinity for humans that aren't there. Like, whether it's conquering Mars or other planets or other exoplanets, robots will find a way to do that for the humans that don't even exist.
Well, and the next thing is like the androids, right? Because that's what they are. They're like the human-like robots. And the question is, at what point do they gain enough consciousness that we start kind of thinking of them as more human? Do we? Like, what if you have like a nanny robot who raises your child, and like, do they feel love? At what point do robots get rights? It's explored a lot in a lot of really cool shows and movies, and it's definitely a question that's worth thinking about, because like, once we start making robots that are human-like, like what happens next?
Well, I think that the thing that no one's talking about is demotivation. When you have robots doing all the work for us and money is no longer a thing that you have to stress about, capitalism sort of disappears a little bit.
And so does competition, right?
So does competition, because now you're just a consumer only insofar as you just consume. You're not actually working anymore. The robots are doing all the work, and so your motivation sort of dries up. Your motivation for even mating sort of dries up because you have a robot that you can just get all that energy out with. That is so human-like, you could just treat them like a significant other. You
could build your perfect partner,
right,
who would never have any faults because you could just program it out of them.
Right. It's
kind of boring, wouldn't it?
It certainly leads to some interesting conversation, but at this point, I don't think we'll be breaking any new ground. So you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Let us know your feelings in the comments below. I am Jaby Koay. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.